Touching lives, making a difference. Show the world that you care. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Reach out, touch somebody, put a smile on their face. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Touching lives, making a difference. Touching lives, making a difference.
Hi there, everyone. It feels so good to be here again, and it feels even better to have you with us on Airtel Touching Lives. Of course, this is Airtel Touching Lives, and it's all about making people's lives better. In our main story, a young man dedicated to building his community gets the surprise of his life. Getting from one place to the other is not easy for him. Neither is giving up the dreams of a better life in the big city. But Kwabena chooses to stay and help improve his small village. Let's watch this.
Pierre Benu, in his pep talk book, said that we are surrounded by dreams. Everything we see from the streets, the cars, books, even ice cream, are all people's dreams. As luck will have it, we have lots and lots of dreamers in this country. But the question is, how many people actually act on realizing their dreams? Unfortunately, very few can be counted. Fortunately, we have found one who is acting to realize his dreams.
The Yonso project covers the villages of Akofoso, Yonso, Apa, and Chichire. Known as the island in the Ashanti region, these sister villages have one major thing in common: unemployment. The project has its work cut out for it, dealing with the various causes.
I'm glad to say, Mitchell. Yonso to say. Now we share with a Danso. Ain't see a banner saying, and our boarding can say, young one.
Intia, me boarding can say a more Danso, a coin of Namswa or Buanipa, and then more fry walk and Patemhano. Send a bear will be answering a Dutch.
A quan benson of Fabuanipa, I won't Patemha.
Now the program on it, and call for Iron to project foodie. Say on my school for more hours. My wow, my senior ma, here. Biti say school tare mpaboa ene nwoma omo ebesia na ogu ono ma okọ school kra eden sa na awfo betimi am atoaduane ya mana die sa ankra fidi wo mo na afi nso binu mo ko secondary school no so etia binu school fees ya me angasa kra no ameka ho ya mutia school fees
wetimi aka kakra a kire
mi wie school a che 1996 ebra ye wie no na ono de na mse fa ne na wo ho ntino oboa no by so my man and papa no more hodi by now omu shara nyu bia o betimi aboa me me ko no fa ho no mu kumase ne ne kokosia adwuma empaboa by de niam akọ achini si yakwakoton a me hwe de wi a ebre na me huni ze hu hia se se me san ba se ne be ya meeting akọ school by na me nua da so ekọ nanim to me fo a se school ni de se me san akọ me nua mani a se me ko ndi me san akọ machi Flower, Jesus.
To do the influence and our uncle JJ.
Miss Uncle Machin, number 23. I'm going from 2. To me, you are I'm a boy and a minapine. Now, call school a didn't fee. Now, Quablane and Crawford saw me move ever honor. My school fees in a minimum idea or more to Yamame.
Quablane, no suit to say.
Corradi, me can say, or you are sergeant for, or you are sergeant for, or person or general indigenous.
On here, that's a papa.
That's it.
With his knowledge and experience, Kwabena could be living the high life somewhere else, but he has chosen to go back to his roots and share his knowledge with his community.
Good afternoon, Papa. How for me? Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
My name is Kwabena Danso, a native of Yonso. I was born and bred there. I went through life in a very difficult way. I was brought up by my grandparents. I couldn't do anything. I I had to go to school hungry at times. I had to go to school without uniforms at times. And life was really, really difficult. And I remember one night there was this heavy rain with rainstorm, and then the roof got off. So this woman tried to get a place where the rain wasn't getting to and then put me there, and then she was in the rain. It is an experience I will never forget in my life because she made me know how much she loves me and how much she cared about my well-being.
Anamaha.
Yeah.
Meet you. Now, I'm going to say.
I didn't have done.
Me pacho meet me nasi.
Me
das. Me pacho kwabna danso ne hwan.
Kwabna danso no eye me nana. Eye me baba eba. Kese owo ye no meti o twa no fo a na meti no. Ne ade no call kindergarten. Na nteno a o ti school no o hwe nkwala no. Bere bia oba ha be kan kire me se akwala no wonim ngoma wonyina obehunu ade nti momomoden na mo nhwe no. Na me yese me na kakra. Ti me yese me na na sa anam de aso ano. No de kwachima. Sa kakra nti school fees ne so ne manya nam de ama na no de kɔ. Na ewo mu ana no wie school no.
Nti kwabna obeka so ye hwan.
Ni su de su boni bie ninimu. Se bia o yakwala bia kekaw se bibia wo firi na se yakora on pentokwa. Nti se wonu mu de se entokwa ne basabasa ye bie ni hwa ya mehu ne na brabo mu.
Kwabena completed school before attending university and obtaining a degree in psychology.
What did you want to do after that? What was your plan?
I really thought helping the young people in the village, helping the poor in the village, in the rural communities, helping others solve their problems, talking to people, encouraging people was something I really saw I was happy doing. And that was why I decided to come back to the village.
And how long have you been here since graduation?
I've been here since 2006.
Kwabena has many projects on the boil.
So tell me about your projects.
The Danso project is a rural community development-based organization, and we seek to empower rural communities with educational and economic opportunities in order to alleviate poverty. Education is one of the issues we really are keen on tackling. And economic empowerment, we want to support the youth and the women economically so that they can support their younger siblings and children to also go to have a better education and standard of living. We provide scholarships to the needy, microfinance to rural women. We have a youth employment program through the Bamboo Bicycle Project. We do libraries, which is supposed to give the resources the rural communities need to support their studies and academic work. We also do competition like quiz competitions, spelling bees, essay competitions among the students and also among the rural schools.
Touching lives.
Agoraphobia is one of the many that has benefited from the microfinance project.
Within agoraphobia, I'm about to make the panties named to money materials cocoa question. My container. Maybe the provisions kakra agum and I'm a tonton.
Na woni bibi fa Danso project ho.
Say bia me ho kire me weska mu a me ko hu o mu a so ma boa me weska sen.
E kwan be nti wuji sika sen na omde ma o.
Starting me dey 500. Nti akwa ni mu na ese me ka me say bia me pe say ya na omo de amam.
Nti wuji sika na de na de ye.
Me ji sika na niam na me de panties na me de ko fa bi kan. Timde ko fa bi ka onu na me kwa achina na me twa susu kakra sa nti e bla ba se me si me container nti no ana ese me ya na kakra sa na ese me bo container no ka be se 16 million ti me wi e no na me ka cha bla Danso se me wi na kaska de be fa ne mo bu nti omuma mi ska na ese me de fa ne mo bu nti na otu bia na ese sister ne ba na wa ba ji ska na de
Nti sisi ahwan mu na enya ewadwuma yiso mfaso
me ma anya adwuma na se omo nso no omo ho ba kire wo nti me ma no so mu nya so mfaso.
Kwabena's latest plan is the Danso Bamboo Bicycle Project.
Tell me about the bamboo project. That's interesting. Why did you take up that in addition to the other things you're doing?
So with the bamboo bicycle project, in 2009, we were looking at how we could engage the youth to add something meaningful to their lives. So whilst we were researching, we came across the bamboo bicycle concept. So we talked to the guy in charge who invented it. He's a renowned bicycle dealer in California. So we talked with him, and then he decided to come there and do the training for the youth. When we finished with the training, we didn't have a workshop space for them to start working. So we talked with the chief here, and then he gave us a temporary place. When the time came for us to move, we had to rent a new place where we are now. Even with that, the owner is telling us after this year, we have to find a new place. So that's one of the challenges. Other challenges are acquiring the materials. Most of the parts are right now imported, and we think that if we could just get them in Ghana, that would be great. But it also comes with a cost. So we are looking at all the possible ways where we could get access to the resources to expand the project. Right now, we're only selling to one customer who is in the US.
If I told only
If I'm for Benjamin, many former made that bamboo bicycle project and waha.
now I didn't put in a way.
The pump bicycle frames. Frames on one is a in fact, pass na can encounter. Yes, and I suppose USA.
The Quan Ben sooner as a sound, Ubra.
Oh, Tamana, I know by and look at Dagana, many man one letter. Minisca, maybe high dine and DND. When you buy no, how many scar high die, and yes, carton tari, it will be a big abwan.
Then I was a human being here, Manacoso.
You hear more tools. And more pass because I had a ball crowd a bear 2 months per lane. You mother. Yes, I think I pass him a banting. I'm at the beer drinking this car.
That's it, baby.
We are looking at setting up different workshops in different communities. We train you here, and then once you become a master, we set up a shop for you, and then you go there and then you manage that, and then get people under you to also be trained. And so a time will come, we want to get a whole bunch of people into the bamboo bikes business.
And how many bikes are you able to make, say, in a year?
In a year, last year, we made about almost 100 pieces of bikes. But this is because we're not getting the supplies in large quantities. If we have the supplies in large quantities and we are making 20 bikes in a month, we can do that. That means you get more people on board, and then the work will expand.
You're not only in Danso, you're in other places. How do you manage it all?
Much of our expenses is going into transportation, and it's costing us a lot. If I want to go to all the communities, because of mobility, maybe I wouldn't be able to go to all the communities. Because of lack of transportation, I'll be able to maybe go for 1 or 2. Sometimes you wait for a taxi for like 1 hour. It's a very huge problem we are facing. And that is one of the things that is also limiting us from expanding. Several communities have come to us. They need our services. They've heard about us. They really want to have the benefits that we are giving to these people. But then if we want to expand, that brings another burden of transportation.
I see you have a ring on your finger, which tells me that you're definitely taken.
My wife is a teacher. She's Grace Esibi from the Upper East region. We have 1 daughter, and we're expecting another one very soon on the way. Initially, she didn't understand my work, but as time went on, she came to understand what I was doing and also gave me her full support.
You have a child, you have another one coming.
Yeah.
And then you have an adopted child too.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I went to Kumasi on one of my trips. At the big roundabout, Swami roundabout, I met this small boy about 10 years who was doing shoe shine. She told me his problem, that she stayed with their grandmother, and the grandmother doesn't have the money to support them. The mother is somewhere he doesn't know, and the father, he doesn't know the father. And I was so tight that I went to see the grandmother with him. So I told the grandmother, if I want to take that child, will she agree? It's like, oh, you have all my blessings to take the child if you want to. So I came back home and told my wife, I really, really want to do something for this boy. If you allow me, can we take this boy in? And he said, okay, yeah. So on my second trip, she went with me, and then we took the child and brought him to stay with us.
What keeps you going? What makes you so determined to take up all the projects you've taken up and continue with it?
It's been due to the struggles and the problems I've gone through in the past. Looking at all the circumstances, like going to school with no school uniform, going to school hungry, going to school with one exercise book, I had gone through all these situations. And these are the very people I'm also supporting. So it was like anytime anything happens and you want to stop, something clicks back at your mind and said, no, you are the hope. So if you stop, what will be the future of these children? What will be the future of these families? Anytime I see these children, I get so much fulfilled that at least I'm doing something to help humanity.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It's refreshing to know there's still people who care enough to go back to their roots, to help the people, to make their lives better, to fight for them. Kwabna's legacy is not only to give fish to the people, but to get them to fish for themselves. It is not about family. It is not about friends. It's about building a resourceful community. It's about the ability to recognize a brother and make a difference. It is about relief. It is about empowerment, and it is what it takes to be extraordinary.
So, Kwabena Danso and his family have joined us on Touching Lives. How is life, Kwabena?
We are doing well by God's grace.
And how's the business?
It's not been easy. It's full of struggling and making sure things happen. But I think by and by right now, things are getting better because the communities understand the need to take their development into their own hands. And that's what we stand for. It's like, do it, it's your thing you're doing, so we're only supporting you to do, which is very good in the sense that if we leave, we still want you to continue doing, pioneering, taking the change on. So it's getting very exciting at this point.
This is really great. But I'll tell you what, the Airtel Touching Lives crew wants to help you in your work. We are giving you $5,000 worth of bicycle parts. They are going to be imported from the USA. Yes.
So happy. God.
It isn't over. Just get seated, sit down, sit down. There's more to go. So these parts are coming from the US. And in addition, also, we are giving you a piece of land. Yeah, so you can set up your own factory. Yes. And you know what? Yes, we are.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
In addition, we're also giving you storage facility where you keep all the bicycles that you make. And for Kwesi also, we have something for you. Kwesi, do you think that it can fit into this one?
Yes.
You think that it can fit into that one? But I'll tell you this, Kwabena. There's more.
What?
Yes, there is. Here is brand new Tata single cabin pickup, and it all goes to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Really appreciate it.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Really appreciate it.
They have a brand new pickup. Brand new. And it goes out to you.
Actually, I'm short of words. I didn't expect this. I thank Airtel and believing in me and believing what I do. I thought I was doing something small in that little corner where I am. I thank Airtel for empowering me because I can assure them that this is not going to be the end. This is going to actually energize me to touch more lives, to talk to more people, to do what I'm doing even greater. And I thank them for doing this to me. So I can promise them they are going to hear greater stories about the life that they've touched.
Yes.